So please welcome Mr. Sangay Thinley.
Very late good afternoon. I'm glad to present on Aggregator Networks, Agri Marketing Process Innovation. Before that, let me wish the faculty of CNR and the students, and most importantly, delegates from outside who have come to this conference. So I feel privileged to represent my office, Department of Agriculture, Marketing and Cooperatives, which is the government marketing agency for agriculture and livestock products. So I work as a chief marketing officer there. So just to give you a gist of agriculture related to my presentation, Bhutan, as you know, we are quite geographically isolated from, each place is isolated from, most places are isolated, small and fragmented farms, lands. Only about less than 3% of the land is for agricultural cultivation, and 41.7% of our population is employed in the agriculture sector. So there are market uncertainties, price fluctuations, volatility, and food loss and waste. So most of our farmers are also smallholder farmers. So before I came to the department to work as a chief marketing officer, I used to work for one district, Chukha district. I have observed that agriculture marketing mechanism was not that streamlined. There was marketing happening, but it was not conducted in a streamlined way. No collaborations, no networks, or lacked attention to those who were involved in it, especially the private sector who were involved in agriculture marketing. They did not get the attention they deserved. So when I came to work for the department, then our department's mandate is also to really establish efficient and effective marketing systems for agriculture and livestock products. So this is just a simple way to demonstrate agricultural value chain. We have the farmers. We have the farmers, then the middlemen, the large market facilities, and the wholesalers. Then comes the retailers, and then it goes to the consumers. So my focus will be on the middlemen. So the middlemen used to look like this. So just to show a picture. Driving a utility truck with all the produce behind that and taking it to the markets. So for him, there was nothing, just business. Collect the vegetable, fruits, or whatever comes out of the villages and take it to the market. And he also doesn't pass on any market information, because for him, this is how he makes profit. He will try to sell as high as possible to the buyers in the cities, and to the farmers, he will try to say that he has not fetched much, and tries to make up, pay as low possible to the farmers in the villages. So mostly this kind of people who do such middleman business, they are more educated than the normal farmers. They are progressive farmers, and they want to maximize profit as much as possible. So in Thimphu, if you see, usually on the weekends and during the summer, a lot of such middlemen coming with all their produce gathered at the wholesale market. So the initiative that we wanted to do was, we don't want to call them middlemen. We want to call them aggregators. So my presentation today is about aggregators. So they were middlemen, but now we want them to be aggregators. So what is an aggregator? We wanted one or two individuals from each village or a block. Usually each district has 10 to 15, 16 blocks. So in Chukha, where I worked, there were 11 blocks, who will collect all the agricultural produce and sell it outside the villages. They will be some kind of well-to-do farmers, a person with decent qualification and financial capability as well. And as an aggregator, he is an entrepreneur. We call him an entrepreneur, not a businessman, to solve problems of agriculture marketing in their community. So what did we do as a government agency? We identified such people. We requested block administration to identify such people who were already involved as a middleman, to train them on business and entrepreneurship concepts. So the training is quite long, actually, 15 days. But training is not really to give the content. For us, training is about making them network between themselves as much as possible. So you can picture like about 20 people from 11 blocks in Chuka district coming together, sitting together for 15 days, getting trained on financial matters, business, planning, everything. Then finally, after a year of their operation, we registered them as a cooperative with my department, which is also a registrar of cooperatives in the country. So the slogan that we use is drivers of agriculture marketing. Why drivers? Literally, they are just driving the cars all the time. So they are drivers. But in the sense that we really want them to drive agriculture marketing in this country. First aggregator network started in Chuka because that's where I worked in 2023. Now they are in their third year. So even if you see even their logo, they have put a utility truck in their logo. But I thought it's too much, so I said maybe at least remove the truck and just keep the AGN. So they call themselves AGN. So what is the status now? Currently what we do, we have been able to initiate it in six districts out of 20. If you see the numbers, more dominated by males, because mostly such works are done by males only. But there are also female aggregators. So we have in total 63 aggregators in 6 districts. They are also registered as a cooperative through our department. So the 2 aggregator networks in Chuka and Samtsi are registered, which means they also serve as a community-based organization. They also they have to follow all the cooperative requirements. We are through such aggregator networks. Then we had somebody who could always come anywhere, for marketing and to set up the markets. So we have even initiated innovation markets. We call it innovation markets, but it's just a Sunday market or some sort of a market, just customized and established in a temporary manner, but on a regular basis. This is at just outside one of the colleges in Chuka. Then we also wanted to establish such markets in residential areas where we could say it is a vegetable market, but let it also be a networking market. At least once a week, the residents can come out, shop for the vegetables, and then also network among themselves. And most importantly for us, we wanted to introduce the concept of buyer-seller agreements so that our farmers, our aggregators can do forward contract with buyers, with the processors in the cities. So we have been able to initiate buyer-seller agreements for few products also after this initiative. Another unique feature of this is monthly networking. So since COVID, we have become quite familiar with use of Zoom and online platforms, and we wanted our farmers also to do the same. But farmers, not all the farmers, of course, the aggregators. So aggregators are required to at least meet once a month online on Zoom platform. So this is the Zoom platform online meetings. We call it aggregator networking session. So now they have been trained for 15 days in person, but we also make them continue to network on such online platforms. So I always feel proud to see farmers coming online on Zoom on their phones, because just about 5 years ago, we never had such farmers doing online meetings. The initiative is spreading to other regions. Now, even just last week, we hear that in GMC, that's in Serpong district, they have started an agriculture aggregator network, which is on the same concept. So they even went further to do this demonstration, this demo chart, where there will be 2 persons who will be at the district level, then he gets down to the block level, and within the block level, they have this many people. So it's quite encouraging to see that other districts also find that aggregator network as one of the ways to streamline agricultural marketing. I showed you about 63 numbers of aggregators so far in 6 districts. And these are, personally for us as a marketing agency, we feel that they belong to us. we should hold on to them, build their capacity, and also roll out any kind of agriculture marketing initiatives through them. So what next? One day we want to have aggregator network of Bhutan. It's not so easy, especially because it takes a lot of resources to train them. Even to get the right people to be aggregators is quite a challenge. So one day we want to call it Aggregator Network of Bhutan, from all the 20 districts formed as a, at least the linkages between themselves is also established. And our plan is also to, at least by end of this year, we should have a National Aggregator Network Conference in Bhutan. So we are hoping that at least 10 districts should be able to come together. Aggregator networks from 10 districts should be able to come together. And most importantly, what is lacking in Bhutan currently is agri-businesses. It is very difficult to establish an agri-business, especially in rural areas. But we are now counting on these aggregators so that at least one or two of them from the aggregator network of their districts start an agri-business. So in the way forward, we are hoping that we have seen one example in Chukha district, because Chukha has begun early. But we also want agri-business to be established in other districts by the aggregator network members. So we started with middlemen, but now we really don't want to call them middlemen, but we want to call them aggregators. So with the aggregators, for each aggregator, which I didn't show here, we want the farmers to be under the aggregators. So each aggregator should be catering to 50, 60 farmers at least, and then collecting their produce. We want our aggregators also to do the contract with the farmers. So the contractual farming is quite nascent here, except for some SOEs who does it, but we haven't seen much of contract farming going on. But with the coming of aggregators, the aggregators have been able to dictate what farmers should grow. This is also a main challenge. Our agriculture is mostly production-led, which means we have focused so much into production since the development began. But the marketing have come later because we were doing subsistence farming and then we had surplus to sell and started to sell. But we never thought that it is the market part was missing. We didn't grow what is required for the market. We just grew, the farmers just grew what the other farmer was growing. So this is an inherent challenge in agriculture marketing system right now, that we are not able to do market-led production. Of course, there are a few initiatives, but through the aggregators, we are hoping that this concept of market-led production can be rolled out. And most importantly, these days, there are many digital platforms, many initiatives which are being done by the government, but the adoption by the farmers is quite a challenge. I think it's the same for other countries as well. Whatever kind of technology you develop, at the end, farmers are not able to adopt it. So we want this group of aggregators to be the medium through which we can even spread out the technological developments, especially in agricultural marketing. Let's thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Thinley, for introducing us to the aggregator network and how it drives the agricultural marketing in Bhutan. Truly inspiring.